You've been told cheese is healthy, right? But what if I told you that some cheeses are silently damaging your heart, clogging your arteries, and accelerating aging, especially after 60? Seniors, you've been warned, not all cheeses are created equal. In fact, 4 dangerous cheeses could be harming your health every time you take a bite, while 4 others could help protect your heart, boost brain function, and support strong bones naturally. If you're over 60 and care about your heart health, your mobility, and your mental sharpness, then this video is your ultimate guide to navigating the dairy aisle safely. We'll break down the best cheeses for seniors, expose the worst offenders, and give you science-backed senior nutrition advice that could change the way you eat cheese forever. From the surprising truth about mozzarella's health benefits to the hidden risks of certain fancy cheeses, we've got everything you need to know to make smarter, heart-healthy choices, without giving up the flavors you love. Stick around, because your next slice of cheese might just be a bite closer to better health, or a dangerous mistake. Let's dive in. For cheeses you must eat, 1. Mozzarella, a heart-healthy favorite for seniors. Mozzarella, particularly the Partskim variety, is one of the best cheeses for seniors, and it's not just because it pairs well with tomatoes and basil. In terms of senior health, mozzarella delivers an exceptional combination of flavor and nutrition. It's lower in sodium and saturated fat than many other cheeses, making it one of the most heart-healthy cheeses available. For those navigating high blood pressure or managing cholesterol levels after 60, mozzarella stands out as a top choice. One of the best senior health tips is to look for fresh, water-packed mozzarella balls, which contain less sodium and additives than the shredded or pre-packaged versions. The mozzarella health benefits extend beyond the heart. It's also a good source of calcium and protein, helping maintain bone density and muscle mass, both crucial elements in senior nutrition. As we get older, maintaining bone strength is essential to preventing fractures and improving mobility. Mozzarella's mild flavor and smooth texture make it a favorite among older adults who might have trouble with harder or more pungent cheeses. Additionally, its versatility in both hot and cold dishes means it can easily be incorporated into an over 60 diet, whether in a caprese salad, melted over roasted vegetables, or layered in a sandwich. Seniors looking for healthy cheeses should consider mozzarella a regular part of their meal rotation. So if you're wondering what is the best cheese for seniors, mozzarella ranks high for its balanced nutritional profile, digestibility, and senior wellness advantages. It's no wonder mozzarella is hailed as a model choice in any list that separates the good versus bad cheeses for seniors. 2. Ricotta, a soft cheese that's surprisingly powerful. Ricotta may seem like a humble cheese, usually relegated to the insides of lasagnas and stuffed shells, but it is in fact a powerful ally in the pursuit of senior health. Among the best cheeses for seniors, ricotta is one you might not immediately think of, but its benefits are undeniable. It's one of the few cheeses that is naturally rich in whey protein, which supports muscle maintenance and repair, essential for seniors to retain strength, energy, and independence. Ricotta is also relatively low in fat and sodium, and can be found in fat-free or Partskim varieties that offer even more heart-conscious options. For those following senior nutrition advice, incorporating ricotta into meals is a strategic move. Unlike some dangerous cheeses that are high in saturated fat and salt, ricotta is light, creamy, and easy to digest. Its texture is gentle on aging teeth and gums, and its nutritional content supports senior wellness from the inside out. It's an excellent source of calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin A, all vital for bone and eye health, especially in an over 60 diet. Ricotta's mild flavor also makes it a perfect base for both savory and sweet dishes. Stir it into oatmeal with a drizzle of honey for breakfast or mix with spinach and herbs for a fiber-rich dinner option. When we talk about cheese for seniors, ricotta absolutely deserves its place on the must-eat list. It's a practical and versatile choice that supports not just basic nutrition, but also addresses some of the most pressing concerns facing seniors, such as sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, digestive sensitivity, and cardiovascular risk. Choosing ricotta over some of the worst cheeses after 60 is a simple but impactful act of senior wisdom, and an easy upgrade in your diet. So the next time you're shopping, bypass those cheeses that harm your heart and reach for ricotta. Your body will thank you. 3. Cottage cheese, a low-fat powerhouse for senior health. Cottage cheese may not always top the list of gourmet favorites, but when it comes to senior health, it's a true nutritional gem. As we age, our metabolism tends to slow down, and muscle mass naturally declines, a condition known as sarcopenia. One of the best strategies for combating this is increasing protein intake without overloading on calories or unhealthy fats, which makes cottage cheese a perfect fit. Among the best cheeses for seniors, it offers high-quality casein protein, which digests slowly and helps maintain a steady supply of amino acids for muscle repair and maintenance. For those over 60, this is critical. In fact, many senior nutrition advice guidelines suggest incorporating cottage cheese into meals as a way to preserve lean body mass. In addition to protein, it's also rich in calcium and vitamin B12, supporting bone health and cognitive function, two key aspects of senior wellness. Unlike dangerous cheeses such as processed American or full-fat cheddar that are sky-high in sodium and saturated fat, low-fat or fat-free cottage cheese is significantly lighter on the heart, making it a valuable option for those managing hypertension or cholesterol. If you're searching for heart-healthy cheeses, this one easily makes the list. Cottage cheese also contains probiotics, which are excellent for digestive health, a concern many seniors face. Whether mixed into a fruit bowl for breakfast or added to savory dishes like baked potatoes or pasta, it's one of the most versatile and healthy cheeses out there. For seniors asking what is the best cheese for seniors, cottage cheese should definitely be in your fridge. It's one of the easiest ways to enhance your over 60 diet without introducing the risks associated with cheeses that harm your heart. So, next time you're weighing your dairy options, remember, cottage cheese might not be glamorous, but it's one of the smartest choices for senior wellness. For Swiss cheese, the heart's friendly ally with a bold flavor, when it comes to bold flavor without the burden of excess sodium, Swiss cheese is an absolute standout and deserves a firm spot on the list of best cheeses for seniors. Many cheeses, even those with rich flavor, come packed with salt, but Swiss manages to offer a unique, nutty taste while remaining relatively low in sodium and saturated fat. That makes it an excellent candidate for seniors concerned about cardiovascular issues, particularly those watching their blood pressure or cholesterol. For anyone following senior health tips, reducing sodium while maintaining satisfaction at meals is a difficult balance, and Swiss cheese delivers on both fronts. Unlike dangerous cheeses like Roquefort or certain blue cheeses, which can trigger inflammation and elevate heart disease risk, Swiss is consistently recognized among heart-healthy cheeses. It's also high in calcium, essential for preventing osteoporosis and maintaining bone density, something that becomes increasingly important in senior health after 60. If you're wondering what cheeses to avoid after 60, think aged and salty. If you're asking what to include, Swiss is the answer. In addition to bone and heart benefits, Swiss cheese also contains small amounts of zinc and phosphorus, important micronutrients for immune function and energy metabolism, core aspects of senior wellness. The holes in Swiss may be iconic, but it's what's inside that really counts. It's also easier to digest for some seniors, as certain Swiss cheeses contain lower levels of lactose, which is beneficial for those who are mildly lactose intolerant. Whether melted on a sandwich, rolled into a wrap, or sliced over a whole grain cracker, Swiss cheese adds flavor without guilt, making it an ideal choice in any senior nutrition strategy. For cheese never touch, one blue cheese, a salty danger lurking in your fridge. Blue cheese may be a delicacy to some, but for seniors focused on longevity, mobility, and heart wellness, it's a serious red flag. Known for its sharp, pungent flavor and moldy veining, blue cheese is one of the most dangerous cheeses older adults can consume. Why? It's incredibly high in sodium and saturated fats, two dietary enemies of senior health. When consumed regularly, these compounds raise blood pressure, promote plaque buildup in the arteries, and contribute to chronic inflammation. These are all major risks for those navigating life post-60, especially anyone dealing with heart conditions or high cholesterol. Ask any nutritionist providing senior nutrition advice, and they'll agree, blue cheese should be the first to go. It's a textbook example in the good versus bad cheeses debate, with blue cheese landing firmly in the bad camp. While it might boast calcium and protein, the health risks far outweigh the benefits, especially when there are so many better options like mozzarella or Swiss. One of the most important senior health tips is to prioritize food choices that nourish rather than sabotage your heart. Cheeses that harm your heart often fly under the radar due to their gourmet appeal, and blue cheese is a classic culprit. Those following an over-60 diet should view blue cheese not as a treat, but a threat, especially since even small portions can deliver a sodium bomb to your bloodstream. If you're trying to embrace senior wellness and practice smart, senior wisdom, let blue cheese be one of the items you learn to replace with more heart-friendly options. After all, your taste buds may enjoy the tangy punch, but your arteries certainly won't. 2. Processed American cheese, a laboratory creation masquerading as food. It may be a nostalgic favorite from your childhood, those individually wrapped orange slices that melt perfectly on toast, but processed American cheese is one of the worst offenders for senior health. Often made from a blend of emulsifiers, oils, preservatives, food dyes, and only a small percentage of actual cheese, this ultra-processed product offers very little in terms of nutrition. Worse yet, it's loaded with sodium and unhealthy fats, making it one of the worst cheeses after 60. Seniors who consume processed cheese regularly are putting themselves at increased risk for high blood pressure, weight gain, and heart disease, 3 major threats to senior wellness. If you're asking what cheeses to avoid after 60, this one should top the list. Unlike whole, minimally processed cheeses such as mozzarella or ricotta that offer meaningful mozzarella health benefits and support a heart-healthy lifestyle, American cheese is artificially engineered and nutritionally hollow. It lacks the bioavailable nutrients that real dairy delivers, making it more of a filler than a food. One of the most overlooked senior health tips is reading ingredient labels, and when it comes to American cheese, you'll find more chemicals than calcium. Swapping it out for a natural cheese that supports your senior nutrition goals is one of the easiest ways to start eating smarter. Seniors need healthy cheeses that work with the body, not against it, and this hyper-processed option has no place in a cheese for seniors list. Whether you're looking to support bone strength, heart function, or cognitive clarity, ditching American cheese is a clear step forward on the path to wiser, more empowered eating. Senior wisdom means recognizing that just because a food is familiar doesn't mean it's safe. Your body deserves better fuel, especially now. 3. Brie, a creamy indulgence that's hard on the heart. Brie is often seen as elegant and indulgent, served on fancy charcuterie boards and praised for its creamy, buttery texture. But beneath the smooth surface lies a nutritional trap, especially dangerous for seniors. Brie is incredibly high in saturated fat, and although it may taste divine, it's far from divine for your arteries. When it comes to cheeses that harm your heart, Brie ranks among the worst. For seniors over 60, managing cholesterol and blood pressure becomes a central part of maintaining long-term senior health, and Brie actively works against those goals. While it does offer small amounts of calcium and protein, the dense fat content makes it one of the worst cheeses after 60. This is particularly important for individuals with a history of cardiovascular issues, where even occasional indulgence can contribute to arterial stiffness and elevated LDL, bad, cholesterol levels. Choosing Brie can be especially harmful in comparison to healthy cheeses like mozzarella or Swiss, which provide nutrients without the cardiovascular cost. It's a classic case in the good versus bad cheeses debate. Brie might please the palate, but it's a risk to senior vitality. Moreover, Brie is often unpasteurized, and for individuals with weakened immune systems, which can occur naturally with aging, this presents an added risk of bacterial infection. Senior nutrition advice universally recommends limiting soft, high-fat cheeses like Brie, especially those that aren't pasteurized. If you're building a smart, age-appropriate meal plan, remember, Brie may be beautiful on the outside, but it doesn't belong in a cheese for seniors list. The wisest course of action, supported by senior wellness experts, is to steer clear of it and replace it with lighter, safer options that serve your long-term health. For Roquefort, a salty, mold-ripened menace for seniors, last but certainly not least on the list of cheeses seniors should never touch is Roquefort, one of the most intensely flavored and heavily salted cheeses on the market. Known for its blue-green veins and sharp, tangy taste. Roquefort is a French cheese that's aged with specific molds to develop its distinct aroma and taste. While gourmet enthusiasts may adore it, seniors looking after their health should proceed with serious caution. Among all the dangerous cheeses, Roquefort is especially problematic for anyone managing hypertension or heart disease, two conditions that affect a significant portion of the senior population. Its sodium levels are off the charts, often exceeding daily recommended limits in just a few ounces. This makes it a top-tier offender in any list of what cheeses to avoid after 60. If you're serious about senior wellness, this is one cheese you should never let pass your lips. The risks extend beyond just the salt content. The mold strains used in Roquefort can irritate sensitive digestive systems and may even trigger histamine responses in those prone to allergies or inflammation. That means Roquefort can be especially troublesome for seniors with autoimmune issues, IBS, or mild lactose intolerance. Unlike heart-healthy cheeses such as ricotta or cottage cheese, which nourish the body gently and effectively, Roquefort can be harsh, inflammatory, and difficult to process. If your goal is to adopt a responsible, longevity-focused approach to eating, Roquefort simply doesn't fit. Senior wisdom means making decisions that prioritize health over fleeting indulgence, and removing Roquefort from your diet is a wise, protective choice. Let it be a cautionary tale in the good versus bad cheeses conversation. It might be fancy, but it's a foe to anyone over 60 striving